right, we're going to do a mobility warm-up today. So we're not going to do glute activation and other things. We're just going to focus exclusively on mobility. This should be about 10 minutes and it'll get us prepped and ready to run. Okay, so let's start with circles backwards. So nice big circles, 10 backwards, then we'll go 10 forwards. Forwards. Yeah. Stay nice and upright. Let all of that work come from the shoulders. And relax. Okay, just drop the head down and then back. I'll do this 5 times to mobilize through the neck. And then when you've done that 5 times, stop in the center and then turn to the right, center, left, center. That's 1. And then do that 4 more times. So 5 in total. Good, okay. Fists together, elbows up, twist to the side, stop in the center, twist to the other side. That's 1. We're going to do that 10 times. Stop with 10 each side. Good. Let your head follow your hands. Hips stay facing forwards, so we're not twisting the hips as well. I've got 3 more times. Just mobilizing through the upper back. Good. Okay, we're going to do leg swings, so holding on to something. Swing forwards and backwards, 10 on each side for me, just opening up the hips. Good. Good. Then back to the center. Okay, we'll just work through hip extension, so let's work through hip flexion. So just bring the knee directly in front, tap with the opposite hand. Okay, but bring the knee in front of the body. Okay, let's do that 10 times. Good. Okay, you've done that 10 times. Hands behind your head, nice upright posture. And I want you to kick your heels up to your bum. Okay, we'll do that 20 times, 10 each side. Good, and then back to bringing the knees directly in front for me. Good, 10 times again. Good, hands behind your head again, bum flips, 20 again. My shoes are really squeaky, I don't know if you can hear them. They're very wet outside. Right, now we're going to do knee raises, but we're going to come across the body. So I don't want you to twist like that. Keep your hips facing forward and just come across the body. Do 10 on one side and 10 on the other. And you'll start to feel the glutes warming up. That's it. Good. Good, and then 10 on the other. Come across. Good. Good. Okay, running arms. So left foot in front, right foot behind, arms 90 degrees. Just drive the arms up to shoulder height. We're not going super quick, and it's not super exaggerated. Keep the elbow angle the same, so we're not opening and closing up at the elbow angle. Just warming up the shoulders for what's to come. Good. Okay, now we're going to go back to leg swings. We'll do our side-to-side leg swings. 10 on each. Remember to bring the foot pointing inwards as you come across the body and point the foot outwards as you go away from the body. Opening and closing the hips. And then when you've done that, you're going to grab your yoga block for me. So knee onto the block, you're onto your toes on the back foot like that, and the leg forward. So go ankle slightly ahead of the knee. Hands on your hips. We're just going to sink forwards and backwards, 10 on each side. So working again into hip extension. Stay nice and tall. We're over halfway through our warm-up now. Good work. And then change sides when you've done 10. Ankle slightly ahead of the knee. Good. Stay nice and upright. So feel it into the hip flexors on the back leg. You may feel it into the quads. If you feel it into the quads, you're probably very tight in your quads. And you could do a stretch in your quads post-run. Remember, we never stretch pre-run. Good. And when you've done 10, pop your yoga block to the side because we will come back to that for me. Okay. Now I want you to come across the body and out and circle your hips. And do that 10 on each side for me. Good. Good. And change. When you're done, come right across the body and circle out. Good. You can do whatever you want with your hands. I just don't even know what my hands are doing. I just let them do whatever. But try and think about it. It all goes wrong. Okay, good work. Right, into our split stance. Right leg forward this time. Left leg back on the border foot. 90 degrees or slightly less. Let's drive the arms again. I'm going to keep this arm drive going when you head out for your run. You're going to keep your posture nice and tall. Really, really important part of run technique is the arm drive. Work. A little bit longer, warming up the shoulders. Good, okay, back to the center. Now we're going to circle out and in. Come out and in, 10 on each side. Good, still working on the hips. So we've done hip extension, hip flexion. So now we're doing internal, external rotation. I haven't got a clue how many I've done now. We're going to do 2 more. I can't talk and count. Good, okay, right, give yourself a hug and then open up. So each time, so as I hug now, my right arm's on top, my left arm's at the bottom. Next time, my left arm's at the top and my right arm's at the bottom. So you just switch each time. Let's do that 10 times. So opening up the chest. Good, okay, so I'm going to go side on to you. Feet are hip distance apart, both feet are pointed forwards and both feet are level. Okay, now you're going to have to bend the knees. Oh, you might not have to, I have to be able to touch my toes. Now from here, I'm going to straighten the legs. I'm not going to force it, then I'm going to bend my legs. I'm just going to go straight as they'll go this morning without forcing it. Do that 10 times. Just getting the hamstrings nice and prepped and warm. Good, and then back up when you've done 10. Okay, grab your yoga block for me. So knee on the block again, toes on the back foot, front leg forwards, ankle ahead of the knee. Now this time your arms are forward, hands are together, arms are straight. So you're going to sink forwards, rotate, and back again. I want you to do that 10 times. Rotate the same side as the front leg. So nice and upright. Don't bend the arms. That's just cheating. Let your head follow your hands. Good, we've just got another minute and then we're good to go. So you've done quite a bit into hip extension because that's what you're going to work obviously into hip flexion and hip extension. But it's the hips that get tight. Well, if we sat at a desk, we sat in hip flexion all day, so it's harder then to get into hip extension. That's why I work a little bit more into hip extension and flexion in the warm-up, and also opening up the chest and the shoulders, ready to run. Okay, get rid of that yoga block. Okay, this time then, again, set up hip distance apart. You're just gonna come down to touch your toes and come back up. Now, I don't care if you have to bend your knees this much. Okay, just feel a nice gentle stretch into the hamstrings and back up again 10 times. We're not forcing anything. We're not really stretching the hamstrings for any period of time. Just gentle. Everything's gentle in the warm-up. And then if you're mobilizing in the warm-up every time before you run, think about how much you're contributing to your mobility weekly as well. That's so, so important. Okay, I'm just going to do a few jogs on the spot and then we'll go. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Just 10 seconds, just fast feet on the spot. And recover. Okay, ready? Go. 10 seconds. Think about getting off the ground quickly. Be nice and light as you run. Good, good. And recover. One more and then I'm going to head out. It's very rainy this morning here. Hopefully when you're doing this, the weather's good. Okay, you ready? Last one, go. Good. 5 more seconds. Doesn't need to be the quickest that you can do. Just nice and quick, light, and done. All right, that was slightly over 10 minutes, but go run, enjoy it, you're ready. Have a good one.